Hi guys, I am here with another true story from our book Angels and Wonders, True Stories of Heaven on Earth. It's a new book that my friend sent to me. Okay, it has a quote before this one. English churchyard. God has chosen her as a pattern for other angels. Okay, and this one is called Dream Maker. Not everyone knows what a good true friend is all about, says Joni of California, but she does. It was in sophomore year of high school that she and red-headed Patty met in geometry class and experienced that instant special bond that's hard to describe, but so meaningful when it occurs. Patty was a people person, vibrant, outgoing, and beloved by many, with indulgent parents and an adoring older brother, Rich. Joni, by contrast, was withdrawn, contemplative, and shy. Patty held a very unique place in my heart because I felt totally comfortable with her right away, Joni explains. She accepted me without judgment. I can't remember her ever hurting my feelings. One night, as the girls reflected on their relationship, they talked about how difficult life would be without each other. We even said that if something happened to one of us, the other would follow, Joni recalls. It was a poignant moment, especially for two teenagers. The girls stayed in touch as they matured, although Patty eventually moved away. When they were 23, Joni got married in a quick ceremony with just her family present. She was looking forward to telling Patty all about it in a long, satisfying cross-country phone call just as soon as life got back to normal. But a week after the wedding, Patty's brother Rich called Joni. "I've got terrible news," Rich began. He sounded numb, as if he were under anesthesia. "What's happened, Rich?" "It's Patty. Tonight she was sitting in the back of a pickup truck, coming home from a county fair, with friends holding a teddy bear her boyfriend had won her. The truck had bounced into a shallow ditch, and Patty had flipped out, hitting her head on a rock. She's been here in the emergency room in a coma, but..." A sob racked Rich. "Joni, she just died." Joni clung to the phone in disbelief. It couldn't be, not Patty. But Rich's anguish spelled certainty. As tears spilled down her cheeks, Joni felt part of herself dying too. The following weeks were torture. Unable to express herself easily to people, Joni grieved silently, her heart completely torn in two. Her new husband couldn't grasp the magnitude of her loss and suggested that she get over it. It's a nice husband. Because of this lack of support, the burden was mine alone, Joni says. But I was in denial. I didn't go to the funeral, and stupid as it sounds, for a while I pretended she did not die. I was quite inept at coping with her loss. Weeks dragged by, and Joni became even more depressed. She felt convinced that since she and Patty had vowed to stay together, something was bound to happen to her too. Perhaps a car crash or a terrible illness. Lonely and heartbroken, she waited for the end. One day, several weeks after Patty's accident, Joni awakened with a sense of something lingering. She had been dreaming, and somehow she knew it had been an important dream. Patty had not been there, but a messenger had spoken to her in the dream, telling her something quite significant. Joni tried to remember as she headed down the hallway, but it was like grasping cloud fragments. Then she stopped, as if she had been hit gently over the head. I suddenly remembered the entire dream in every detail, Joni says. An angel had come, telling me very clearly that Patty wanted me to know that she was all right. I would see her in due time, but I was not to go with her now. Joni needed to stay in this world, the messenger had explained, because she was newly pregnant and had to raise her son. Pregnant? Joni hadn't considered the possibility, and the angel had delivered the news with great joy, with the inference that Patty was very happy about it. But what did a dream really mean? Joni asked herself as she headed off to a class she was taking. Weren't dreams just fantasies or leftover meaningless pieces of the day? And if Patty was truly sending her a message from heaven, why hadn't God sent her instead of an angel? Yet Joni recalled the sense of deep spiritual conviction that had come upon her as she stood in the hallway, the feeling that she could trust the angel's words. That night, Joni fell asleep easily, and in the middle of the night the dream came again. But this time Patty herself stood before Joni. She seemed radiant, elated, aware of Joni's ongoing grief, yet now that Joni understood she was to stay on earth, ready to console her. "It's okay," Patty said. "I know you're sad, Joni, but you don't have to be. Everything is fine with me, and you're going to be a mother." "But I miss you so much," Joni felt like crying again. Patty smiled. "From now on, whenever you need to see me, just meet me in your dreams." In her dreams. The vision was fading now, and Joni awakened. Was this possible? Was any of it real and not just an invention of her exhausted mind? A few days later, Joni visited her physician. She was indeed expecting a child. The surprised doctor told her, even though as yet she had experienced no pregnancy symptoms, almost exactly 9 months later, her son Travis was born. "I wish that Patty had not left so soon, and I still miss her, although 20 years have passed," Joni says today. But dreams of her continue, not necessarily on cue, but frequently enough for Joni to know that she and Patty are still connected and that healing has indeed taken place. "My current dreams are never about Patty and me missing each other," she says. "They are mostly integrated in my present life situations, such as Patty being at my son's graduation or Patty seeing my new home. Occasionally the dreams take us back to our teen years and we relive an event. The dreams change their focus, but of course, Patty looks the same. She has not aged. Patty promised that she and Joni would meet in Joni's dreams, and she has kept that promise. How, Joni is not sure. I suspect the desire or need for these meetings is born somewhere other than my conscious mind, she musses. It's a place that responds to a longing in the heart and transcends time and space, a harbor for a rendezvous of the spirits, a place, she thinks, very much like heaven. I hope you guys have a great night.